name is Rob Stone. I use he, him pronouns. I'm here to represent little lobbyists. I'm an artist and an advocate for healthcare and disability rights. I live in Maryland with my family.
Okay, I'm going to advance it because it's too bright out here. Robert directs this with his eyes, and he can't keep his eyes open to like hit the things. But he did write this.
I am 27 years old, and I am fighting for me and other disabled children and adults to live with dignity in our communities. Medicaid is saving my life. We need to stop congressional Republicans and the Trump administration from cutting off this lifeline. I don't want to just survive. I want to live a fulfilling, independent life in my community. I should be able to control my own life, just like anyone else. I'm a grown-ass man and should not have to rely on charity or have to live in a facility.
Yeah. Okay, you're doing awesome.
Don't let Republicans take away my rights or my life. Any one of us, at any time, can become disabled. What kind of life would you want? Independence? Or an institution? I want life, liberty, and to pursue happiness. Save Medicaid now.
Okay. You did great. Let's take your sunglasses home. Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry, didn't expect it to be so bright here, and when it's really bright, it's like super hard for him to activate those cells. Technology is awesome, but you know, it's got its limits. So I'm Rob's mom. I don't really have a name. Some people call me Geneva. So he always cuts right to the point. Yeah? How about a smile, man? Okay. What would you want for yourself or your children? Medicaid is a lifeline for all kinds of people across the U.S. Children, disabled people, seniors, and actually even family caregivers like me. Rob was born an apparently typical baby, if there are typical babies, I don't know. At the age of 1, as if the brakes had been hit hard on a speeding car, going from 60 to 0 in 24 hours. Rob's rare disease manifested, and he was in the hospital. Boom. Our entire family was thrown into a skid that none of us had ever expected, because people out there who aren't disabled are like, no, we're never going to be disabled. Of course not. And then, oops. So health insurance became the most important thing in our lives. This was before the ACA, so it was pretty rotten, right? For all the usual reasons, waiting lists, insufficient funding, our own ignorance, Rob didn't receive Medicaid services until he was almost 15 years old. And like I said, this was before the ACA, so the private insurance gauntlet was expensive. It was filled with denials, and it can I say it sucked? It sucked. God, we nearly lost our home once or twice. We lost income, we lost time, we lost jobs. Then Rob got his Medicaid waiver. The terrific anxiety that we had been experiencing eased just a little. Without the constant struggle of private insurance, Rob had medical supplies, specialist visits, a new wheelchair, medications, communication devices like this one. It works better inside. And funds for caregivers other than myself and my husband, because, you know, Rob doesn't want to be hanging out with his mom all the time. You know, I'm boring. So Rob is leading an amazing life. He advocates, he sells his artwork, and he helps other people, which is really important to him. I'm able to sleep at night. I can focus on Rob's brother, my marriage, some of my own hopes and dreams, and you know, I keep focusing on Rob too. So Medicaid makes all of this possible. Medicaid saves lives. Medicaid makes an inclusive society possible. Don't let Republicans take that away from Rob, my family, or from anyone else. You all go, you're awesome.